Assalamu alaikum. My dear friends, I welcome you all. May Allah's peace and mercy be upon each and every one of you. I hope you and your family is safe in this hard and testing time. I'm talking about coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, which has created a havoc. Needless to say, the negative impact created by COVID-19, be it on economy, be it on social relations, be it on education or industrial sector, it is extremely disastrous. It is extremely disastrous and it has created a havoc. So, some of us may have a thinking, some of us may have a doubt as to how to make use of this lockdown, which is extremely essential. Our government has taken the right step in imposing a lockdown, a nationwide lockdown, and we should appreciate our government for taking the right steps. But how to make use of this lockdown? How to make it more productive and effective? That is the question many of us are having nowadays. Some of us think, some of us are fed up of this lockdown. Some of us think that it is full of boredom. We got nothing to do. We are going out and whatnot. So I thought, why not I come up with some effective suggestions, which are my humble suggestions personally, so that we can overcome this coronavirus time more effectively. So, what is the solution? What are the suggestions which we can come out with? The answer lies in the question itself. And here I go with my. So, here is our mantra. The success mantra to overcome corona is corona itself. What do I mean by corona? In a sense, I have made an acronym of corona. Each letter of corona stands for some important suggestion which I want to give it to you. So please, if you are able to follow this sincerely, religiously, and in a dedicated manner, then I believe that each and every one of us collectively can overcome this problem. So, first, let us see what is the first thing. In the success mantra Corona, the first letter is C, which is nothing but considering and following government rules and regulations. We need to consider one important thing, that our government, be it central government or state government, our government is trying to do its best to come up with all the safety measures, all the precautionary measures for the betterment of its citizens, for the safety of its citizens. So, as a citizen of this country, we must appreciate, we must recognize the efforts of the government. No doubt, this is an invisible enemy. And how do you defeat any enemy? Number one, strategy. A well defined strategy, discipline, continuous efforts. All these three things joined together will give you the energy, the power to overcome this. And how is this going to help us? How is considering the government and following the rules and recommendations will help us? First of all, government relies on experts. They form a high level solutions, nationwide solutions, and it is in the common interest of the public. So first of all, take that seriously. Don't think it is at the individual level. It is high time that we think as a society. We are all responsible for each and every one of us. It is high time we care for each other. If we are doing social distancing, it is not just for me, it is for others, right? Because this virus is asymptomatic and it spreads very rapidly. It is highly infectious, and and by the mercy of God, it is not spreading through air. It is not an airborne virus. It is just spreading through human transmission, right? So all the guidelines by WHO all the rules and regulations we are going to sincerely follow. That is the first thing we are going to do. Second, optimism. You know very well, whenever there's a lockdown, the first thing is psychological impact. We tend to feel that we are facing boredom, we are in a house arrest, we are trying to think that psychologically that we are not able to have freedom to go out to hang out with our friends, families, etc. But remember, this is all psychological. You still have, thanks to technology, you still have your mobile phone. You can, and most of us, we already know, we are video calling our friends, we are in constant touch with each other, and most importantly, you still have the same house, you have still have the same resources and the same work. So just make use of it. Make use of it. Be optimistic, be positive. That positive energy we need this positive energy to overcome. Make use of the technology. Try to connect with people, try to connect with your family. This is the most important time to have a family bonding. We can consider we can consider building up small positive habits, such as waking up earlier. The second biggest drawback I feel is that our time schedule has collapsed because of this psychological impact, that we are under house arrest and we got nothing to do. How to pass time? This is another question which people ask. Well, time will pass by itself. What you got to do? You got to make use of that time. Don't let it go waste. This is a golden time. And building small habits such as getting up earlier, going to bed earlier, waking up earlier, okay, and uh, trying to do some exercise, staying fit, reading books. All these things will help you. The third thing is recognizing the value of life. Yes, I'm telling you, important thing. It is high time that we also introspect. I believe this is a time given to us. It is, we have been actively engaged in our life. Each and every time we were occupied with some work or the other. We had very less family time. But now we have got some time to heal ourselves, to introspect, to forget and forgive all the complications. If someone has done wrong to you, forgive him. If something wrong has done, if something wrong has been happened, if something wrong has happened, you can forget it. Misadventures, complications, egoistic approaches. This virus has taught us so much. This virus has given us one of the biggest lessons, that we are all nothing. We are all nothing in front of an invisible virus which has brought the whole world to a standstill. So please recognize the value of life. Appreciate, respect each other's opinion. Start being humble. Try to get those moral things into you. This will surely, this will surely give you a positive and a psychological strength, a spiritual strength to overcome this hard times. Fourth one is objectivity. Let and let live. This should be the principle. Try to be objective and simple. Try to build a workplace, right? Try to build a workplace like environment. Don't drift away from your work. I'll give you a small suggestion. What should we do? If we sit like as if we are in our homes, just like that, casually in our casual attires, then yes, you tend to feel sleepy, you feel lazy, you're unable to focus on work. At this, on the contrary side, if you wear a formal dress, sit on